Now, the average guy would be happy just to rest his reputation unhung. I mean, that had to be the most gratifying, satisfying role a guy could play.
You know,
He really wanted to ask you about this.
We had a lot of fun. I really did, you know. But since they canceled the show, I'm just not hung anymore.
Oh, dear.
But it was fun while it lasted, let me tell you.
Well, here I am with Jenna as usual and our guest Thomas Jane.
Hey.
And I'm going to ask the first and possibly the most important question of this entire soon-to-be unforgettable interview. Did they ever call you Tom?
Well, my mother tried it once.
But you didn't like it. You want your money's worth.
That's
you got
right.
that many letters in your name and you want to use them.
I figure, yeah.
All right,
that's
so I'm
a
going to
good-
call you Thomas.
Sure.
Because I don't want any trouble with the guy who was the Punisher.
You can call me Tom or Thomas. You can call me anything you want, Stan.
No, I want it to be what you want, and Jenna especially. She's a man pleaser.
Yes,
And she-
yes, I am. Well, let's talk
That's
about...
an excellent title, and
Yeah, I
I
was
think
gonna say.
something to aspire to.
That's new. That's a new title for me. All right, so let's talk about the presents you brought.
Oh, I brought you
That I'm
guys some
totally taking out
presents.
of here.
Yeah, so this is my new graphic novel.
I know you don't want to talk about them, but I twisted your arm and you said you would.
Well, yeah.
Tell us about the new
I know
graphic
you don't
novel.
want to read them, but I twisted your arm and you
I'm
said
going to
you
read
would.
them. I'm going to read them.
Well, my company, Raw Studios, we made a movie called Dark Country. So this is the graphic novel based on it. And I'm inspired by you and by.
I'm a very inspiring guy.
And to make my own comics and graphic novels and stuff. But Thomas Ott is a terrific Swiss artist that I've always been a fan of, and he kind of inspired the look of the film that we did. So I asked him if he'd do an adaptation, and he absolutely loved it. And he's a terrific artist.
Looks
And
damn good. Can you see the illustrations? A great style.
kind of a scratchboard style.
Yeah,
that he
great
uses.
style.
Yeah, he actually starts with a black page and he scratches the white
Yeah.
into the page.
Oh, is
It's
that how it works?
really, really nice.
Well, I'm never again going to invite a guy who's written a book, and now I have new work to do. When I go home, I got to read the damn thing, because he'll probably ask me questions next time.
you wanted to be a novelist, right? Is it?
Yeah,
how
I
it started
wanted to
out?
write the great American novel, and I never did. But this interview is not about me, even though I'm sure they'd rather hear that. Look, we're stuck with Thomas Jane. Let's get it over with, and this too shall pass. What is this, Tom? What is this, Thomas?
This is my science fiction comic book.
You thought I'd never ask.
Bad Planet. Basil Gogos did the cover here, and these are available in comic book shops now. Dark Country just came out for October for Halloween. And then this guy's been out for a little while, but you know, we've got alien invasion, giant spiders ripping
That's
people's
great.
heads
And
off.
look at
and
the
stuff.
color.
Yeah, beautiful. It's got a 3D section in here too. You can put on your 3D glasses.
I don't have enough competition.
Wait. It has a 3D section in it?
It does, yeah. And
Does
it's
it
also
come
got
with
a
glasses?
painted section. It's got the glasses right in the
Oh.
back. We don't cheat anybody around
gonna
here
say.
at Raw Studios. Mark Schultz got a cover gallery. Dave Stevens, Mark
Jesus.
Schultz, Bill Stout, Michael Kaluta. Yeah, I'm very proud of it.
All right, you promoted what you want to promote.
Thank you.
You might
Wait.
as well go
No,
now.
all right, but you've been a comic book fan for a long time. You played the Punisher, and I know you just did the indie film Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, well, we did it for YouTube. We did a little short for YouTube. I think you should show it to Stan at some point. I think
Oh, yeah.
you'd get a kick out of it.
Love to see it.
The whole world is burning down, my friend. At least I got me a front row seat for it.
Bottle of Jack.
Oh, this way! Come on now, kid! You say yes? All you gotta do is say yes. We got a motherfucking problem up in here!
You've done so many different things. I mean, even your role as the Punisher. I mean, that was pretty damn terrific.
Thanks.
You know?
Thank you.
Do you want to do another indie film based on that, or would you want to take the one you did and expand it?
Indie film. Well, you know, it's
That means an independent film for you who are not part of the Conocentri.
what we did was a fan film.
Yeah.
For YouTube, and I just wanted to. I got a real. You know, fans are amazing, right? They love the characters, as you know, Stan. And the character takes on a life of its own. and it
Absolutely.
literally starts to live and breathe out in the world of the fans who love this character. And I always got a distinct impression of who the Punisher was and what they loved about that character. And I hadn't seen it on film in any of the incarnations. So that had been done before. So that's why we did the fan film, to bring to life the vision of Frank Castle that was, more true to what people love about it. And it was very, very successful, and that's why. I think people respond to something that has that kind of hint of originality to it.
It's nice to be successful at something. And you've really been successful at a lot of different things. But you're incredible. You have done so many different things, and you're still doing different things. Yeah. Now, the average guy would be happy just to rest his reputation unhung. I mean, that had to be the most gratifying, satisfying role a guy could play.
He really wanted to ask you about this.
We had a lot of fun. I really did, But since they canceled the show, I'm just not hung anymore.
Oh, dear.
It was fun while it lasted, let me tell you.
Well, you said you had questions for Stan.
Well,
Yeah,
I know Stan doesn't like talking about himself, but I
love it.
I was curious about this. Mm-hmm. One of the first things that Stan did was before he was even, one of the first things Stan did for Timely, which then later became Marvel, was he wrote the text. There's a filler story, a couple pages of text, which nobody reads, in the back of the comic book, because they have
Sometimes in the middle of the comic.
A couple extra pages. And one of the first ones you did was for Captain America. Check this out. So he throws this thing in there, which had never been done before, with Captain America ricocheting his shield, throwing his shield, and it ricochets off something, he catches it again. Stan came up with that, text filler. And I was just curious. I read that and I was thinking, I wonder if Stan saw, the new movie Captain America, and he saw, Captain America with that shield, and he throws a shield and it ricochets, and I just wonder how that felt.
Good. This is why I'm a great guest at an interview show. Felt good.
I've never seen you speechless, Stan.
No, but I'm amazed that you know about those 2-page fillers. Do you know the reason they had them?
I thought it was to fill up the 2 extra pages.
No. There was a definite reason why they had them, and it's
to be classified as a pulp.
Second-class reading.
Right on.
If you want to stop and take a drink or something, this is a good time to do it, because this is the dullest explanation you'll ever hear in your life. In order for the comic books to be listed as second-class reading matter or something like that, which meant when they're mailed out to the shops, they don't pay as much postage, so the publisher saves money if it's second class. In order to be classified that way, you had to have at least 2 pages of text. It couldn't be all pictures. Well, nobody read the text, and I was the least important guy there at the time, so they said, Stan, you write those damn 2-page fillers. I wrote them, and they were able to send the magazines out at a cheaper rate. After a while, they made some deal where they could send the magazines out at the regular rate, and Stan stopped writing those damn things. We don't need them anymore. And that's the whole story, and I have never been more dull.
On that note, gentlemen, cheers.
Oh, well, cheers.
Oh, you can't get a better ending than me saying he's wonderful. There you go.
Hey.
Excelsior.
Excelsior. Huh?